Now I am in a terrible depression, because in an instant, I lost two people close to me. And yes, they're alive, and they're fine. I had my best friend Sergey. We've known each other for over 15 years. We graduated from high school together, then went to college, and even served in the army together. For me, he was not just my best friend, but a brother in spirit and conviction. Everything worked out in his life, except for one thing, his personal life. And it so happened that when I was courting my then future wife, he also liked her. Realizing that everything was serious with her, Sergey resigned himself and gave in. Now about the wife, 32 years old, good-looking, short, blonde. A year ago, our long-awaited son was born. It seemed like life was wonderful, but no. For the last 6 months, Sergey has been complaining to me that his search for a girl is going as badly as possible. They say they are now all with bad habits and terribly mercantile. In contrast to them, he constantly cited my Nastya as an example and praised her in every possible way. Then I didn't really attach importance to it, but in vain. A month ago, I had a blockage at work. The boss demanded a package of documents that I did not have time to finish. I often had to stay late, and sometimes even spend the night in the office a couple of times. One day there was so much work that I realized I had to stay in the office late again. I called Nastya and warned her that I would most likely be there only in the morning. It's 23 o'clock when suddenly I get a call from my boss. He asked if I was in the office, to which I replied yes. Then he told me to drop everything and go home, because I've been working too much lately. Elated and satisfied, 5 minutes later I was already racing home at full speed. I arrive, go up to the apartment, did not knock, suddenly my wife is asleep. I quietly opened the door, went in and heard the feminine sounds of pleasure in the bedroom. I open the door, and I see Nastya on all fours, pleased with Sergey. For a moment, my vision went dark. I refused to believe what I was seeing. It seemed like it was just a bad dream, and I needed to wake up immediately. However, it was not a dream. In a rage, I run up to the bed, and attack a friend. A fight ensues. In short, they stuffed each other's faces well. Then I get hysterical. I start screaming loudly. Tears appear in my eyes. I was terribly hurt by what I saw a few minutes ago. After getting dressed, Nastya said that her feelings for me had cooled down, and we needed to get a divorce, because she loves Sergey. At this moment, Sergey comes out of the kitchen, also dressed, begins to apologize, and says that he has been in love with Nastya for a long time. I stood as if petrified. I couldn't say anything. I hardly remember what happened next. The result is this: Nastya took her son and went to live with Sergey. Not a single call or text message from a friend. Naturally, I filed for divorce. My parents are just in shock. Her parents are also not happy about everything that happened. There's a void in my soul. They just tore out my heart and trampled on it. For the last 3 days, I have not left the house at all. I have become addicted to alcohol, because I cannot take this reality out on a sober head. I have thoughts of killing myself, but I can't do it yet, because the fact that I have a little son growing up, whom I love more than anything in the world, stops me. I do not know what to do next. The boss, who somehow found out about everything, sent me on a month-long vacation. Please help me, give me advice on how to live and what to do next.